Awkward moment when your wife touches another man's penis. Justice for CM Punk. Welcome to Max Wrestling 551. I am your captain. He is El Jefe, and tonight we are looking back on a magnifique clash in Paris, but also last week Promo Climax returned so triumphantly after a 6-year absence. And if you're not familiar, again, it is just like the G1. It's a round-robin tournament of promos. There's 2 blocks, one containing the TV champion, one containing your dual champion. And we will crown a unified champion at Promo Series 10 Endgame. But coming up tonight in the Promo Climax Week 2, the defending champions come into play. In Block A, newcomer Bru Capone makes his debut against the block keeper of Block A, the television champion Cypher. In Block B, it is a tale as old as time as I, your dual champion, have to face the very man I defeated for this title once again, the Desolator Chris Reid. And also in Block B, it is a huge rematch as Blade Rodriguez gets to take on the very first person he ever defeated in Max Wrestling, none other than El Jefe himself, Moses Marquez.
I'm ready for your ass this time. Also this week, if his promo climax match wasn't enough, we will hear from Cypher outside of the tournament tonight. So make sure you make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling, especially during the promo climax. All you got to do is hit that like button and smash the subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is you get your podcast. And of course, for a whole bunch of cool links and some cool clips and other just nonsensory, you have to check out the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. And of course, we just talked about Corey doing even more outside the tournament. Make sure you're checking the official Max Wrestling post show after Max. The QR code is on the screen now, hosted by that man right there, Flex Murdoch, Corey, Cypher, whatever the hell he's going is by this week. You never know if anyone's going to show up. You never know what's going to go down at the end of the show. It could be an extension. It could be a rant and rave. But one massive thing is, especially for the next 11 weeks, I should say, voting is going down for Promo Climax 3 on Aftermax. So get on there. Check us out. Follow them up on Aftermax. Let the people know who you want to move on in whatever block is competing this week. It's QR code, scan, and go after the show.
Yeah, voting opens right as Aftermax begins. And you know what?
Hey.
Let's shake it up a little bit. You can even leave a comment during Aftermax on who you want to vote to. Or vote for, I should say.
There we go.
Let's spruce it up a little bit. You don't have to go to the website. You can vote on Aftermax live as it happens. But speaking of voting, let's get the results from last week's Promo Climax bouts. And it is a flying start for Dragon Club as Beer and Phoenix both pick up wins with 54.5% against Rodney Slabovich and Ted P. De Niro, respectively. So that's 3 points to Beer, 3 points to Phoenix. But you know what? Apparently I used the unedited version of Teddy's promo. It was supposed to be a little spruced up, so I'm going to give Teddy 1 point for my blunder.
Hey.
And then in Block B, it was CWO versus CWO, but Robert Davis picks up the win over AT Rustler with 72.7% of the vote.
AT Rustler, what are you doing, fam? Listen to your own people. However, I'm not surprised at all. Up the Beer, as I said last week, my man's going to run on the tear. It just might be him and I in the final.
Ooh.
It's all right.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you're in my block, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
if it goes down like that, it'll go down like it went down in Bilbao. He only gets that reference.
I get it. We kicked it off with Block A last week, so let's begin with Block B this week, which is my block, like I just said. I want to see these two go at it again. It is time for Blade Rodriguez versus Moses Marquez, Chapter 3.
You better come sharp.
It seems in this event I have a rematch against the one and only, the deplorable Moses Marquez. Let's see, you wannabe prophet Moses Marquez. I got a question for you. Do you ever look in the mirror and realize you're not who you pretend to be? See, I know your type. I know your style. You want to be loud. You want to be tough in gangster packs. You know, flashing fake bravado. Think you got what it takes to be a man. But when you're up against me in that ring, you don't even have a chance at citizenship, let alone victory. I'm sorry, did I go there? Yes, I did. You have no true followers, no true crew. It's just you and the truth. And the truth is, you ain't worth $1 of an ounce of time. I've thrown money at strippers worth more of an ounce of humanity than you. But you know, that's okay. Because I don't have to yell or dance around like a monkey for a crowd to, how can I say it, to get people's attention. I don't need quick catchphrases or painted faces or anything flashy. I just need to walk deadly with a quiet and sharp point to my blade. If you get where I'm coming from. Well, you're out here playing the wrestler. I've been fighting for recognition and respect, clawing at the very chance of every opportunity that has been thrown my way. So don't think for a second that I really need to truly entertain you. I entertain the masses so they have a clear message and a reminder of who I really am and what I really am. The alpha and your omega. I'm not talking about one of those alpha male versus beta male. No, I am your end. I am here to psychologically hurt you. Not just your body. That's the easy part. But, you know, to knock down your pride when you think you have a leg to stand on when you really don't, that's something completely different. So bring whatever title you feel as though you possess, whether it be a winning title or a nickname, your ego, your fake streak talk. But, you know, when you step into the ring with me, sir, leave your soul at the door because you won't be needing it anymore. By the time I'm done with you, you'll be soulless, lifeless, spiritless, nothing but a mere husk of what a little boy, not a man, used to be. And so, Moses Marquez, let me remind you that it doesn't matter how many times you try to step up to the plate against me. The ending will be the same. For you to be put back in your place and sent to the back of the line. So, don't even waste your breath. Grab your number and wait in a corner for anyone to spit an ounce of dignity your way. Have the day you deserve.
Here we are, promo Climax 3, and it's time to hit y'all with one of the best kind of promos you'll ever get in the Max Wrestling. A card promo. The funny thing is I actually had not one, but 2 different ones done. I'm going to be transparent with all. I had 2 different ones done. I had one done when I just got done coaching my U10 team, the Dragons. We looked superb. Getting ready for the Saturday for our first game on the pitch, ready to serve some suckers some business, beating a team a division above us 2-0 in a little scrimmage. I thought with that kind of momentum, I'll come at Blade. And it didn't work out that way. Then I thought I get home, I'm nice, I'm relaxed, I'll come at him like that. No. Instead, you know what? I'm fresh off Max. And the reality is I'm on my way to the actual thing that pays my bills, my work. And now maybe that's got me a little bowed up for you North Carolinians out there. So I'll start with, I respect you, Blade. You came in here, you were the new guy, I underestimated you, and by underestimating you, it was to no one else's downfall but my own, to my own detriment. But you've come, you've conquered, you've done your own stint, okay? You've come in here, you've beaten a lot of the fucking business. The roster has been made a little bit different because of how well you worked through this entire thing, how well you were, I should say how sharp you were and how easy you were able to cut through the competition. Because of it, bro, you were a fucking television champion, a long-running television champion. And there's a strong possibility you can get it back. But the reality is, and one thing that I don't think the majority of you are truly realizing, is I have won tournaments in Max Wrestling before. I was the first King of the Mic winner. I was the first Triple Crown winner. I was a Grand Slam winner. I was, you name it, I've done it. Okay, I've had the prowess, I've had the wherewithal, I've had the tenacity, the everything and anything in between that you want to color it, I have. The idea that because you were a television champion and you beat me before, this is number 3, that you just have this some mystical advantage above me. Brother man, when the competition is hard, when the competition is live, I am at my fullest. I am at my hardest. I am at a level that I have yet to see surpassed. Maybe I have, but I'm not telling you if I have or haven't. The fact of the matter is, Blade, the fact of the matter of Mr. Senor Rodriguez. Since you like to roll your R's, I don't know many Mexicans in the North Carolina areas, but hey, good on you. Throw a carne asada one time, keep rolling the Mars because I respect the raza. But the fact is, raza, bruv, is I understand every opponent my way. I understand Daz. I understand you. I understand everybody in the B-block except for that new fella, Bru Capone. But trust me, it's gonna be a piece of cake. It's not gonna be a problem when I see Bru Capone. Bru Capone, Brown Capone, Green Capone, Silver Capone, Blue Jabron. I don't fucking know. Whatever it is. But the fact is, as I'm at Blade. And right now, brother, you may have a little bit of inside the pocket because you know Corey, you know the guy holding after the match. You could easily get the voting up for yourself. Or you could be a proper competitor and just go out there, throw me what it is you have, and hope that it is enough to garner the attention and the view count that you so desire. But I'm thinking your big words, your strong thesaurus background as if you were fucking bred with a dictionary may not do you no good. Now, granted, this is match 1 out of a round-robin tournament. We're going to do this again. So even if I walk away non-victor, I'll see you round the bend, Big Blade. So don't trip, don't fret, don't stress. Just say yes to voting for me to go on to win the B block. Take it easy, bro. Respect the side. Coming for that ass. And I'm going to dole that blade, whether you like it or not.
So Clash in Paris was last week, and actually a really, really good show. I could really, really get used to these European time slots for PLEs.
I can get used to these European crowds.
Oh God, France is amazing.
Jesus. You're telling me, oh God, I have yet to, and I mean this, and I do. I maybe it's just a massive shout out to everything fucking European. and against United Kingdom at the same time. I haven't seen a freaking show outside of the States that hasn't had just an incredible freaking crowd. Canada, they're hit and miss.
Yeah.
Never on the European or UK side. But so like, if London was gonna go ham for AEW's Forbidden Door, I knew France was gonna go nuts, and they killed it in Paris.
Absolutely. I mean, we've always said the UK is like the best crowd, and I will happily support that. However, I do gotta say France does beat us. They're so much louder, and they
really love to sing.
And they really fucking love AJ Styles.
Oh my god, he's a god to them for some reason. That's how it felt. The energy.
Maybe it's the hair. He's like one of those old Renaissance royalty paintings.
Hey, the Lord Farquaad. It's working for him.
But we kicked it off with Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, as I suspected. Roman seems to be opening a lot of PLEs lately. But this was a good match. Roman, he got half his shoes back.
Half his shoes.
And then
he gave him away.
Yeah, finally got him back, signed him, threw him to the crowd, which is nice. But then he didn't get a chance to do the last two because, boom, Braun Breaker shows up and just destroys Roman.
Destroyed him.
I mean, I know you got to write him off TV, but jeez.
Yeah. They this was so I got to catch this show in Spurs, watching it with some of the folks, highlighting it, and then I did a bunch of different like listen abouts through work because I really wanted to figure out like what did I miss, what should I go back and watch. I watched the main stuff, so I'm going to be in and out of it. I watched this. It was such an old, like, Roman has these like 80s style heavyweight matches, like a Bruno Sammartino, actually probably older than 80s, like, so like back in 60s. They're just, you got a long chin lock, you got a long head crank, you know, you do the same big spot. It wasn't bad. I ended up liking it at the end. It came together a lot better than I thought it did. I have not realized how much fucking weight Bronson Reed has lost.
Oh yeah.
It has not clicked how big he's been and how big he is now. He looks svelte compared to his bigger days, if you will. But Roman wins, he gets his shoes back. And I was like, cool. Those are probably expensive shoes. And then he gave them away. and like the thing that like I laughed at, I was like, one guy got one and the other one got another. I understand they're signed, but like, what if I wanted to wear them?
Yeah.
You know? Just to be an asshole. But I'm also sure he's got massive feet.
Because they also cut the laces.
Oh, yeah. And that was fucking hilarious to see Paul Heyman try to tie the shoes back on and then get them back over around his neck. And then, again, this is why I love the fucking overseas crowds. They fucking popped for when he got it tied back together and put back on his neck. They didn't give a shit for 15 seconds about the match. They were like, yeah, he did it, all right. In fact, he thought PSG scored.
Honestly, though, the sneakerhead in me died a little bit when they cut the laces with scissors. Like, no, don't. No.
Somebody untie it, please. Oh, well. But
obviously,
I'll take Braun destroying anybody all day long. This guy has to be the monster of the company at some point, and maybe it is now. But they beat the absolute fucking bricks off of Roman. Yeah. Is he hurt, or is he just going away for the sake of going away?
I think he's doing Street Fighter with Cody. And Cody's already on the shelf, but I think Cody must have done his scenes already, so like maybe Cody's coming back and then Roman's going to do his scenes.
That's what I knew about Cody. I was like, apparently he's playing Guile.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Roman's playing.
Oh god, what is I can see the character. It's like the evil spirit of Ryu and Ken. I forget what his fucking name is. Hakuna
Matata.
Something like that. Hey.
Who the fuck's he playing? Akuma, yeah.
Yeah.
Akuma and Guile, yeah. So we're probably not going to see him until Crown Jewel comes around. Which got me thinking maybe they've done this the wrong way around. Maybe they should have done Braun Breaker first and had that in Paris. and then Bronson Reed and Crown Jewel because it's in Australia. But
you said Crown Jewel. We immediately went to the Saudis.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, if it's in Australia, let the guy go home and get big. I mean, he's already big, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he could have had that marquee match with Roman in his home country, but instead we're going to get Braun Breaker, which, again, is going to be a huge match, but I just thought they would have done it the other way around to give Bronson the home field, but whatever.
You say it like that, and now I kind of wish they would have done it the other way around, because in reality, well, no, I think it was the reason why they did it is because you can't put Braun in there, Braun Breaker, and expect him to not fucking destroy Roman.
Yeah, I mean,
Roman had to get a win.
Yeah, Braun might even win.
That's what I'm saying. If you set that up, I really don't think even after Roman comes back, once that happens, I still don't think Roman should win it. Like, Braun is your monster. You don't have a 7-footer running around anymore that's just intimidating. No, you have a Braun Breaker, a freak fucking athlete, half the size of Brock Lesnar, but somehow just as powerful and fast.
A fucking freight train on legs.
Dude, oh god.
I'm sure they said he can run 28 miles an hour when he hits that spear.
He ran
when he does the super spear.
4.7? This guy's 200 and some odd pounds, and he ran I think it was like a 4.7 at the NFL Combine. 4.7 second 40-yard dash. That's equivalent to, who the fuck? Mickey Vanderven? Yeah. The fastest player in the Premier League. So, they run about as fast as each other.
And then he hits him with a spear.
Oh, no, he don't do that part, but thank God. Killing people. But Braun will, so watch out.
I show speed. We'll see about that.
Hopefully.
The tag match, it was what it was. The Street Profits looked good. Bit of an anticlimax, but I didn't expect the YSX to lose anyway.
No.
However,
this one too.
I didn't really see the teases of the breakup coming, because people have been talking for years about how Montez should go solo. But there was definitely some tension between them. I don't know if it's been going on in a couple of weeks, but it was definitely in this match.
Yeah. That was one thing I kept. This is one of the. I was watching this with Rob and them, I think, and I was sitting here and I was like, so wait a minute, they're already gonna break up? Like, it just because they had immediate, like, as you said, better wordage, tension. They had tension early on, but then it seemed to go away. And it seemed that they were just right back on, in stride and doing their thing. The Borderland entrance I could kind of do without, but hey, whatever, you're getting paid for the plug. Yeah. It is what it is.
They look kind of cool.
Sure. It was fine. It was fine. I'm sure the breakup will happen at some point. It's just not right now. Montez should eventually go on his own. Let's just be completely frank here. Montez should eventually go on his own. The guy could easily be Intercontinental champ or higher. You know what I mean? He's got the ceiling. He doesn't have the ceiling. It's Angelo Dawkins that has a bit of a ceiling. But then even him too, again, considering the lack of size we have in some of the division, even he too could be a mid-card champion.
Yeah. I think Montez just shines with the personality.
Oh, yeah. The charisma is there,
not to mention the athleticism.
Oh, a whole lot of it.
The women's intercontinental title match, I really could have done without.
I'm glad I missed this, but then it was one of those things where it was like, oh, you got to go watch it anyway. No, I don't want to. It's that bad. And I watched the highlights. It was worse than I thought.
Yeah, I didn't have high hopes, but anytime a Nikki match comes up, I always think, I really couldn't give a shit. I don't see anything in her. But then I remember she didn't have a bad match with Ronda Rousey, so okay, we'll give her a shot. And this is Becky.
Yeah.
But
you were hoping.
Yeah, I was optimistic. I didn't have high hopes, but I was optimistic. However, it was botch after botch after botch. And the one
was all the sloppy.
The one that I keep seeing replayed is when Nikki goes for the springboard kick in the corner, completely hits Finn Air while Becky's still getting up. And I don't know if the guy blocked me or if they turned off the comments or whatever, but I had a little bit of a back and forth with somebody on one of it where he was like, "Oh, it was all Becky's fault." And I was just like,
pardon?
How is it Becky's fault? She's still getting to her feet. She can't see Nikki getting ready to jump. If anything, Nikki should have looked twice before jumping. And he was like, "No, yeah. Becky wasn't in position." And again, I was like, "But she had her back turned. How could?" Of course, she's not in position.
I say this as we have a microphone, all these fun lights, and this is going to go up on YouTube. But you swear to God, people know exactly what's going down in that ring. Like, they've done it before. But no, in logical sense, let's just think logically here for a second. If all of a sudden I go down to tie my shoe while you're going to try to jump behind me, I'm supposed to know you're trying to jump behind me?
Yeah, like, you can see Nikki looking over her shoulder immediately after hitting the, I think it was a Hurricane Rana that got Becky down. So she looks behind her as she jumps onto the middle rope. Meanwhile, Becky still has one knee on the floor.
Yeah.
Check again before you jump. She didn't have enough time to get up and turn around.
And then, for those who could be like, "Oh, well, that would look like stalling." You know how many times in men's and women's matches I see that? They look, "Oh, shit, they're not," and then they wait, and then they go. All the time. They'd rather get the timing right than look stupid like that.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what that was. You look stupid.
But, yeah, I mean, that wasn't the only botch. There was a couple of botches. Nikki's manhandle slam looked like shit. It wasn't even a manhandle slam. She just got a shoulder.
Yeah.
And the inside shoulder, too. There was just nothing.
Yeah. It just fell apart. I don't understand how or why it fell so bad. Just, with the amount I just don't, like, I'm really trying to grasp. I really am. Just like how you can, Nikki, I can't be an asshole and be like, "I don't understand after all these years why you're not so fucking much better. You've been dog shit for fucking a decade plus." But Becky, having done all these matches and all this other shit, you think that even with an untrained fucking moron like Nikki Bella, you would have some form of, I don't know, leadership. They both went in there and was like, "Fuck it. Let's just fucking wing it."
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not singing Becky's praises out, too, because she was a little sloppy as well. It wasn't just Nikki botching, but I just don't think there was any chemistry between these two. They were great in promos.
Yes.
Great in promos, but there was just something missing in the ring. They just weren't connecting at all.
I don't understand how. Like, how are you not connecting?
Nah, you've both been doing this about the same amount of time.
Like I said, even if you get rid of Nikki's side of her experience or whatever, let's just say she's fucking brand new and green as shit. Becky's been doing this for how fucking long? You dealt with fucking Lyra Valkyria, who's been on the scene for so long, and you guys made shit look good. You dealt with, I want to say Roxanne. Was it Roxanne Perez? Didn't she have a few, Roxanne?
I think they might have had a match.
I swear there was like another one where she had like a feud with like a younger one. Can't remember whom. Anyway, the point I'm driving at is she has the experience and the wherewithal to have at least fucking some sort of coherent thinking that I can do something in this that makes me look like an actual professional. Instead, she looked just as bad. Just as bad. Which makes her stock look worse and makes me start to think, like, so then what was the whole point of her and fucking, like, Lyra, like, feuding for a year? You're obviously not on Lyra's level, but somehow you were made to be, like, what the... Because if you can't fucking, at least handle Nikki Bella to the point where if they're going to be botches, let them be all because she's a moron. But no. Instead, you guys both look... You made it look like divas of, I don't want to say 10 years ago, so 20 years ago.
Yeah. Like I said, even Ronda had a good match with Nikki Bella that one time in Evolution, which is what made me be a little optimistic and, I'll give Nikki a chance, but it just fell apart.
And don't tell me y'all couldn't fucking plan some shit out and, like, you weren't choreographed like a motherfucker by somebody. Come on.
That was the second shortest match of the card, thankfully.
Yes.
Sorry. Moving on to the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, and this was just fun.
Hey.
It was just big.
Tossing me down.
This was easily the best Rusev has looked since he showed back up in WWE.
It's about time.
And that's not saying much, but this was the Rusev that we should have had all along.
Yeah. I figured Sheamus was going to get a great match at. Do Irish people not age? Because, like, he's been doing this. How long has Sheamus been around for a fucking minute? Oh, my God.
Oh, like 2012, he was feuding with Triple H.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like he's been, I want to say he's almost been 20 years.
I think it's coming up to like 15.
Okay, so he's getting there.
Yeah. Because like I say, he was feuding with Boo Triple H in like 2012. Hey, Amir. 2012.
Hey.
And like Cena back then. So yeah, it's like 15 years coming up.
Yeah. So that again, the amount of time he's been in this, as big as he is, as strong as he is, all the injuries he's cured, he looks great. Looks great, moves great. I wish I can move as well as this guy does. Like, I tell you the fuck what. But Rusev finally gets his shine. I know, you know what? I only want to say that. He finally has the opportunity. Oh, nope. Good job, motherfucker. There you go. That's better off like that. Because I really don't want to blame it on anybody else. They've been giving you opportunities left, right, fucking center. You've just been whiffing at it. And now you had an opportunity. You got an opponent that I think everybody knew you'd have a good one with. It turned out to be a good one. You made Sheamus submit, which he's only submitted, I think, like 3 or 4 times in his whole fucking WWE career.
Yeah,
something
not
like that.
many.
So, but again, I asked the same question in Forbidden Door with like Hangman and MJF and all the other shit. What the fuck is next? Who, if anybody, is going to be able to give him not only a match on this caliber, but a feud worth giving a damn about? Because that's what's going to make everyone want to pay attention to Rusev. It's giving him an opponent that makes you want to be invested into the feud. Is there even anybody? I want to say he's on Raw, right? Is there even anybody out there?
Yeah.
That's worth a damn?
And I think he needs a title too. Put a mid-card title on him.
I mean, it'll help, but I don't know. I'm worried about Rusev.
Yeah, he's finally got momentum coming off Clash in Paris. I don't want him to squander it and put him back on the shelf for like 3 weeks so we all forget about it again.
That's what I'm afraid what's going to happen.
I will say that when he went for the accolade, he stretched Sheamus so far back, I literally shouted out, "Hey ref, his shoulders are down, pin!" But no, it was a submission.
I hate how he leans back. Like, don't do that. Kill me.
This might be pretty bold to say, but I think John Cena and Logan Paul may have been match of the night.
Considering I didn't see the main event, yes.
It was... I think we've become accustomed to Logan Paul now. Like, we know what we're going to get. We're going to get spots. He's going to try and do these highlight reel moments, which is fine. Maybe it got a little bit stale for his last couple of matches, but this one, I think it reminded us of why we hate to love Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was very good in the match. I mean, Cena was great too. But this was a classic Cena versus an up-and-comer. Had no business being this good type of match.
No, anytime I get those, like, oh my God, John and whomever is going just bananas right now, I for some reason immediately go to John and Sami Zayn. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I as much as I love John and like AJ, I thought that's an excellent feud, all that fun shit. I really, when I think of like that fucking excellent match you can have, I immediately think of Sami Zayn and John Cena, and that's exactly the vibes I was getting with this one. Just obviously flashier, crazier moves. He's not going through the turnbuckle, hitting the fucking DDT or anything cool like that. But Logan Paul is doing his high flying. He's so, somebody on the internet was giving him shit, and I can't believe I kind of sort of went to his defense. They called him a spot monkey, and I'm like, yeah, but and they're like, but no, and I'm like, yeah, but like I understand that argument if we're talking about, like Dominic Mysterio, if we're talking about fucking trying to think of like other people who randomly transition, you know what I mean? Like if you're new into the biz and this ain't your scene, you can absolutely be a spot monkey. Fucking Logan Paul is not a WWE full-blown trained wrestler, or I should say a trained wrestler with years on the independent scene, with years, No, this guy, he's 3 years? Has it been 2 or 3 years since Logan's pretty much been around?
I think at least 3.
Yeah. So again, in 3 years, he's consistently improved as far as work rate, because that is a big component. But he's never not been impressive. That's the one thing that I think everybody can agree on. He has yet to not be impressive. No matter what he does, it's impressive. Some of the actual wrestling may be sloppy, but at the end of it, I was still impressed by Logan Paul. And then I said it, I think, last week with you, giving him a quality opponent like John Cena, somebody who can absolutely carry a lot of people, can highlight all of these fun attributes. The fact that he's this crazy high flyer, he loves to use the ropes, all this shit. It's basically a luchador, but he's not. And it works. And they put on a really good one. I'm afraid that Logan's not going to be able to maintain this level of impressiveness or even popularity even. John's going to go away. There's not many guys like John that are going to be able to carry him to this level. I don't need him at this level consistently, but as you said, he's not getting stale yet. John was a massive help.
Yeah.
But are we going to say the same sentiments come like March? Are we still thinking the same thing about Logan Paul come March? Or are we like, you know what? Fuck off. Go to Bloodsport. You know what I mean? Go do a Bloodsport or something. Learn how to wrestle.
Yeah. Well, we also never got a follow-up between him and Punk. Because obviously he eliminated Punk from the Rumble. We thought that was going to trigger something. But obviously they had Mania plans for Punk, so we kind of glossed over that. But they could always come back to it. I think Punk could be a good match for Logan with all the experience and wisdom that he has.
1,000.
I think keep putting Logan in there with veterans.
What's Randy doing? He's on a completely other show. Shit.
Well, yeah, he's kind of feuding with Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah. Sneaking up behind him and shit. What an
yeah.
asshole.
And he was also like kind of feuding with Logan during the whole Jelly Roll tag match and everything.
That's right.
So
they didn't really do much with that, though.
No, so there's still room for Randy and Logan to do one-on-one too.
I'm just thinking of the old heads, you know what I mean? Continue to give this kid a spotlight. Let him learn from the fucking old heads.
Yeah.
It's the best way to learn.
Again, I think he could also benefit from another title run too, especially now that he's appearing more than he did when he originally had the IC title, because he was still kind of part-time then. But I think he's on a new contract now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he signed a new contract, and that's why he's been appearing more. He's pretty much full-time now. We see him every week. And I think at this point, we can't really call him an outsider anymore. He is a WWE wrestler who boxes occasionally.
Yeah, he's a wrestler for real now.
He's there every week. He's promoting the show every week. He's getting other wrestlers on his podcast every week.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think his podcast was making money prior to the show, but I'm pretty sure like WWE's paying him to do it now too.
Oh yeah, gotta be. And also we got Prime Hydration Station every single week on every show.
Cannot drink Prime, it's dirt.
I like it, but I'm on something a little healthier this week, so there we go.
Hey, health move.
All right, main events. It was okay. It didn't have as many holy shit moments as I thought there would be. I did love the opening where Punk and Jay did a little tribute to Shawn Michaels and Triple H, where Punk super kicked Jay out the ring as soon as the bell rang, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Nice little subtle playback to DX and John Cena. Maybe should have happened with Cena in the match, but
Hey.
Rollins sold it.
Yeah, he did.
Jay and Knight, I don't want to say they were an afterthought, but especially towards the end, this was mostly Seth and Punk. Obviously continuing their endless feud. But I also did like Seth's little rage moment where he just curb stomped anything that moved. Like,
hell yeah.
I think Knight, LA Knight was laid out. LA Knight was laid out for the announce table. He got a curb stomp because he moved. Jay was on one side of the ring outside. He got a curb stomp. And then Punk was in the ring, went to go for a curb stomp on the chair. Punk moved, leg goes through the chair. In comes Masked Wrestler. The classic all black hoodie.
Hell yeah.
And for a brief second, I think everybody was just like, who the fuck is that? Because obviously my prediction was wrong that it was going to be LA Knight to turn heel. But instead we get the heel turning heel. And Becky Lynch helping out her real life husband, joining the Vision and costing Punk the title.
Her hot husband, as she says.
Her hot American husband.
That's brilliant accent.
So far, it is already better than the first time they put Becky and Seth on TV together, because that just felt forced. Back in 2019.
Yeah.
It felt forced and awkward, and it was just awful, and Becky was way more over than Seth was.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, God. And just to think. But then again, that was, I want to say that was a Vince thing. Well, now everybody knows about your relationship. You got to go out there.
Yeah.
And it was like, but why? Because I said so. All right. And now it's like, again, it makes sense. The way Becky's been, like, again, promo-wise, then leading up to all this, it works out. I hope it doesn't go off the rails. So far, it's working. But then again, it's been one pay-per-view and one Raw. So
one very good Raw, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And the face-off between Punk and Becky was electric. They
setting up for an awesome return.
Yes, we can finally jump on the bandwagon and say AJ Lee's coming back. Because a couple of weeks ago we were just like, can everybody just shut the fuck up claiming AJ Lee's coming back? But now it's pretty much writing on the wall right now. But Becky's great on the mic, Punk's great on the mic. I don't think we've ever seen them in the ring at the same time before, so this was a first time promo confrontation between the two of them, and it was just a beautiful match made in heaven. They both fired some very good shots at each other. And props to Punk for just taking a face full of hits from Becky.
Dude. Oh my God. I was like, okay, you're done. Okay, you're done. Stop hitting him.
I mean, if that doesn't bring the man's wife out, I don't know what will. So.
Just seriously. Just fucking, this guy's over here just eating them. Just eating them. Goodness gracious. That's a true knuckle sandwich.
Yeah. SmackDown's going to be interesting, of course. It is in Chicago on Friday, as Punk asked Adam Pearce. He knew where it was, but he asked Adam Pearce, hey, where's SmackDown on Friday? Chicago. Tremendous.
He's always, we're going home. Why? And he just smiles at him with a fucking dick.
And then fucking WWE Shop spoiled the whole thing. Like, it's obvious anyway, but, you know, we like to try and keep our suspense going. But WWE Shop just go out there, respond to a customer like, oh, well, you know, with AJ Lee's return coming, we'll have plenty of stock. Dude!
Like, you fucking dumb shits. You dumb shit. You know good goddamn well that was like the one chat guy at the fucking WWE shop who's like 47 years old. And these fucking, I don't even know how to work the social medias or what. I know I just fucking, like, I'm only fucking like 11 years younger than that, but fucking goddamn. Boomers have no idea how to use the internet. Spoiled it all.
Why you gotta do us dirty like that? I really hope there's somebody working for WWE Shop who doesn't actually follow the product and is just like, did AJ Styles change his name?
Right? Like, who's this Lee guy? Is he Asian now? That crazy Southern fella.
SmackDown should be crazy. Hopefully they open the show with just no announcement, nothing. Just hit AJ's music and listen to the pop. Especially since it's in Chicago too.
No, you know what? Just to be an asshole, they need to tease it. I want them to hit it just to have Punk come out and start skipping and him be like 3 skips in. No, I can't do that. I'm gonna hurt myself.
Well, I'd like them to drag this out at least a couple of weeks and just have us begging for AJ. But it just seems obvious that they're gonna just go straight for it now and maybe set it up for Crown Jewel.
Yeah, Crown Jewel's the next big show, and then after that is Survivor Series. You're not going to push it all the way to November, so yeah, either go fucking straight out the gate with it, or see if you can't push it another 2 weeks. But then again, I get it, Chicago. She don't have to travel. Fine.
And I think, I don't think she's missed a beat. I think she's still been training and stuff, even if it's just with Punk. So
that's the rumor.
She's still going to be in tremendous shape. She's still going to be in ring shape, I think. And it'll just be like riding a bike for AJ. And I don't remember her and Becky crossing paths before. I know they were around the same time, but I think Becky was in NXT.
She was NXT back then. Then by the time she came up, AJ was gone.
Yeah, AJ was gone like 6 months after Punk in 2014. Becky was knocking around NXT. She didn't really come up until 2016, so they probably just missed each other.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be good.
First time ever, baby.
Love it. But yeah, I think it's going much better with Seth and Becky this time because it's been more organic. It's just been like they've acknowledged that they're married because they're not treating us like idiots like Vince would have done. It's either flat out denial or in your face with Vince. But this has just been, yeah, we know you know. And obviously they're both heels this time around.
Hooray, I think. Yeah. I like it, so keep rocking with it.
Yeah.
Rising from the flames. Oh yeah!
So far, the promo climax has begun, and this week I am facing somebody I've never faced before, and for that, never even heard of. Well, that's a lie, I've heard of them. I just didn't think that this was the sort of thing up their alley, but Bru Capone, you have had the misfortune of going against the television champion in the first round, and I have to say, bruv, whatever you say or do will be held against you in the court of Max. And by the brothers of Max instruction, if you cross any lines that I do not like, we will beat you down. And I'll make sure that happens. But no, this is not why I'm here. I don't know what plans are in the making. I don't know what plans are being set in stone, but I need to make this declaration really clear. Because it's not just me in the promo climax. It's a mixture of all the heavy hitters, newcomers alike. And the chances of keeping the TV title, slim to none. Chances of being unified champion, about the same. But I do know this. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. I will mow down whoever I have to. Even if it's my own teammates. Now, granted, CWO, I wouldn't let that slide. But then again, it was the generator that did it, not Daz. So I got to make that perfectly clear. Not that I'm covering Daz's ass, but I'm just saying it was the generator. Because I know he's got a lot on his plate as I do mine. But I should just go ahead and get to the point. Beer, what's up, baby boy? You love making challenges. You love making things interesting. You love a good fight. Well, Beer, we haven't forgotten you're the Iron Bank winner, and you got that briefcase nice and tucked away. Like all things, you keep tucked away. But I'm not going to go there. So, Beer, Promo Series 10. I'm challenging you to a first contenders match to see who will face the Demoness for the world title. And yes, I'm talking to you, Megan Blackheart. I know who you are, I know what you're all about. You poor misguided soul of a woman. Probably shouldn't have been in my head that many times for me to even figure out how to really get that personal information, but that's neither here nor there. But if the powers that be will allow it so, like I said, if there's not any plans set in place already, I want to put this one set in stone. Me and you, Beer, Promo Series 10, first contenders match. And we'll see where it goes. Now, along the way, I know you're going to make things interesting. I know Daz is going to make things interesting. Hell, there could be a lot of things interesting, but I do know this. Blade and the Desolator, pretty soon, you're going to hear from one of them. Don't know which one, but you bet your bottom dollar, Annie, that tomorrow's coming. And your ass will be mine. Have a good day.
Rising from the flames.
Welcome back to Max Wrestling. I am the captain. He is El Jefe. Speak his name and he appears. Once again, make sure you're liking and subscribing on YouTube. Follow us on all podcast platforms and make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Get on there right now. It's a beautiful done website, as we always say. Up next, it's back to the climax as we're about to see the debut of Bru Capone. How you doing? Leader of the Apache Mafia?
The Appalachian.
Mafia. Appalachian Mafia. I knew I recognized that word. As he enters the fray against opponent that he should not take lightly, our television champion, Cypher.
My fellow Max Wrestling people, the ladies, the gentlemen, the boys and girls, and the people worldwide, let me properly introduce you to Promo Climax. And today's topic, Bru Capone. Mr. Capone, I said it earlier today, you have had the misfortune of going up against a 3-time television champion. And Mr. Capone, while your promo was nothing more than a pop culture reference promo, we already got a guy like that. But, Mr. Capone, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about you. The people know who I am. I've been in here 6 years. But I'm going to make you last 6 seconds. Because from the looks of things, that's about all it looks like you can last anyway. You may talk the talk, but walking the walk, I can honestly say I can compare you to the Penguin from the Batman Returns, and it didn't turn out good for him. But anyway, Mr. Capone, like I said, you had the misfortune of going up against me. Like, I know about the Appalachian Mafia. I know about ACW. Your guys were the guys to contact me, and they got me in contact with you and the self-proclaimed mob boss of ACW. Mr. Capone, I don't know how things work there, but you just can't pay for votes. You can't pay for likes. You can't pay your way in here. And quite frankly, and quite honestly, it disgusts me how you think money is going to get you by and get you the easy pass. No, sir. No, sir. Not here. This is Max Wrestling. This is not some mob boss movie like Goodfellas, The Godfather, hell, Scarface. Whatever gangster movie you want to portray to be, your 15 seconds of fame is up. It's over. What gives you the right to be here and call this a bad porno? Motherfucker, you look like the end result of what happens when people watch a bad porno. But I digress. We've seen a lot of loud talkers here in Max. I've been here for 6 years. I've seen them come and I've seen them go. I toppled the greats. And I squashed the flashes in the pan. Hell, you're not even worth the gum underneath my fucking Jordans. Let alone doing a promo against me, Mr. Capone. Now you can sit there and say, oh, I'll have you pushing up daisies or swimming with the fishes. But I'm a man without fear. I am a man who has fought hard for his position here in Max Wrestling. I am 1/3 of the most dominant faction in Max Wrestling history, the Brothers of Max Destruction. New and improved, I might add. Because if something we do have in common, Mr. Capone, is we both got rid of dead weight. And that dead weight can cost you a lot. But getting rid of that bitch didn't bring me but nothing but joy and a new sense of adventure. See, Mr. Capone, what you don't realize is you're not tough. You're not scary. You're just a man hiding behind a gimmick because you're doing this for fun. And motherfucker, if you're here to have fun, that's great. But having fun can only get you so far. It doesn't make you champion. You gotta have the heart, the soul, the mental capacity. You gotta have everything. You gotta have every ounce of will in your body to want something more than just the name. You gotta leave a legacy. And right now, your legacy is looking more like a movie that will never be released in theaters. So what I want you to do, Mr. Capone, is go back to school, take a couple of acting classes. Hell, Rewatch some of those old gangster movies. And I want you to come back here and know not only did you get your ass whooped, but you straight up got embarrassed by a guy who is seriously legally blind. And I think that is the worst thing you could walk away with. So, Mr. Capone, I bid you adieu, hasta la vista, and good night. And thank you for whatever you want to call whatever you want to call it, but you're not going to get very far. Sorry, kid. Better luck next year.
So, this here porno Climax 3, 4, 7, 8, 21, I don't know, don't care. First round, they got me going against Casper, Coulter, Roscoe, P. Coltrane, whatever your name is, Cypher. I don't care. I do not like the way that you disrespected me and the Appalachian Mafia by saying we were the dirt on the bottom of your sneaker. I'm going to make you lick that dirt off of my sneaker by the time I'm through with you. I don't care what you and your sisterhood of the traveling pants did to Travesty. I've got a soft spot for Travesty. I'll welcome him with open arms. That way he'll know what true family is. The sisterhood of the traveling pants, sisters of Max Destruction, or sisters of whatever you want to call yourselves, I don't know. We're not like that. And you being upstanding gentleman that you say you are, man, you don't know shit about Bru Capone and the Appalachian Mafia. You don't know what we can do. What you've been doing is child's play compared to what we've done. You want to say all this, and this. It doesn't matter to me. To me, that's just idle threats. I make promises. And when I make a promise, I keep it. Like I promise, I'm going to kick your ass all over these 50 states. I will kick your ass across the Pacific Ocean to Hawaii, all over the Big Island, them little smaller ones. Then I'm going to kick your ass all the way up through Canada to Alaska and whoop your ass all around Alaska. All these little villages and whatnot. Then, on top of that, we'll go from Alaska and I'll whoop your ass to Maine. And when I'm done whooping your ass in Maine, I'm going to have a lobster dinner. Then I'm going to take you and the brothers of Max Destruction and I'm going to tie cement sneakers to you and toss you in and watch you go under. And as you're taking that last breath of water that's filling your lungs, you will soon realize that you should not have crossed Bru Capone and the Appalachian Mafia. Man, you can sit there, you can run your trap all you want to. I'll slap shit out of you. I don't care. I'll walk right up to you. I'll slap you so damn hard, your damn driver's license picture will swell. You get my drift. I don't care what you guys do, who you guys have in your little Maximum magazine of whatever. It's fine. But come to point of it, man, is business. And this is business. We could have been business partners. Because I can bring a whole lot more money to the table than you can. I'm worldwide. I go from coast to coast, continent to continent, everywhere. And if that's how I have to whoop your ass all over this world, then I will do it. And I will do it with a smile on my face. And then you will say, thank you, Bru. May I have another, and another, and another. But the point is, it doesn't matter who wins, who loses. Just imagine being able to go on to round 2. If you're not here, you can't go on to round 2. Because, like I said, you and the Maximum Magazine sisters will be, so to say, sleeping with the lobsters. That's a funny right there. You can write that one down, take it to the bank, borrow money on it. Oh yeah, that's right, I do own the bank, so I wouldn't loan you a damn dime, boy. You done crossed the line when you put Bru Capone's name in your mouth saying that he was dirt. That doesn't sit too well. The last time somebody done that, they haven't seen him in quite a long time, and they won't. So, it's up to you. If you want to take it back, all will be forgiven. Hell, I might even drop out of this promo climax, whatever bad porno is that just goes like straight to YouTube or something. I don't care. I really don't. But just note this. Max Pro Wrestling and Jackass Coulter, Roscoe P. Coltrane, whatever. I don't care what your name is. Your name doesn't matter to me. All it counts is a body count. The more and more that I get people to sleep with the fishies is all good with me. I won't bother about anything else. I just go take care of my business. And business is good. So, ball's in your court now. Zephyr Hills, Water Company, whatever. I don't know, don't care. Because I really don't give a shit about anything anymore. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I've seen a lot of shit in my life. But it's like the Kid Rock song says, you never met a motherfucker quite like me. I'll make you cry. I'll make you beg for mercy. I'll make you beg for your life. So, Cypher, whatever you want to do, it's all good and well, son, because at the end of the day, you won't be around. And this is Bru Capone telling you the truth. Not a lie, not like Cypher culture, but the truth. And I'm out of here.
So last night on Dynamite, I'm kind of taking over this week because I'm the one of us that has watched the whole episode.
You know what's crazy about fucking youth soccer? It's got the worst practice times. It's got the worst practice times.
But thankfully, it was a good episode for me to tune into. Finally, had the time to tune into. We opened it up immediately with Gabe Kidd coming down the ramp, pretty much just looking for a fight. He gets it very quickly from Darby Allin. They brawl all over ringside, and it's not long before the Death Riders join in and just beat the holy dog shit out of Darby.
Oh, yeah.
Until lights go out, the Hook light appears, out comes Hook, but he doesn't even make it halfway down the ramp before Joe and Powerhouse just sprint past him, and they even up the odds instead. Kid and Darby then end up backstage in the parking lot, just like Stone Cold and Triple H back in the day.
Yep.
And I don't know what Darby threw into Gabe's face. It was like dust or something at the back of his truck. But blinds him, knocks him down, shoves him in a body bag, which is attached to the truck, and then drags him away, a la Hulk Hogan and The Rock.
I laughed so hard when I seen these clips. I was like, what the fuck is Gabe Kid doing? And then I seen Darby getting his ass beat, and I stopped giving a shit for a little bit. Got excited for the hook. Got excited for fucking Ops after getting out there. I was like, you know what? I remember when I was shitting all over these guys. Now I'm like, all right, kind of happy to see him. And then I'm like, poor Gabe Kid. This guy, you know, he could be a fucking massive star in New Japan, and I'm over here getting dragged in a body bag by fucking Darby. I'm like, all right. This is going to be a brutal feud. Love it.
Yeah. And then, of course, later on, it's hilarious that Mox's wife has to interview the Ops after they just beat her husband up. However, Hook comes in, and Hook's just pissed that he was replaced by Hobbs while he was injured, and Joe's just like, look, I made the call. You weren't there. An opportunity came up. He took the opportunity. What do you want me to do? Right. But I hope they can work it out because I really like the relationship between Joe and Hook.
Yeah,
and also
very teacher and student.
I also don't want to see a heel Hook.
Heel Hook. Nice. Ba-doom-ba-ch. Ken Shamrock is laughing his ass off.
Shock horror to absolutely nobody. Mercedes defeated Alex Windsor to retain the Total Bullshit title.
Can you, like, stop beating up-and-coming talent? Please? Please?
So,
I don't get it. Like, if she needs to lose, fine. Have this bitch start winning by getting her fucking feet on the ropes, pulling the tights on a rope. Have her start cheating to win or something. You can't have her continuously clean beating all these fucking women and then expect us to be excited because she's the CEO in fucking CWO branded fucking bullshit. I swear to God, the first time I saw her knee pads, I was like, Amir, where you at? Fucking copyright. We're getting paid, even though I ain't a part of them.
Yeah, but we say it every week. We're so fucking over it. She claims to be revolutionizing AEW's women's division when in fact she's choking it to death.
Sure. I don't think she knows what the word revolutionize means.
No, the only person that's getting promoted, pushed, anything out of this division is Mercedes. They'll plug somebody for a while, whoever she's gonna face, and then it comes to match time, she obviously gets the inevitable win, and then they go away again.
She gets more television time and just, I guess, overall shine than the women's world champion.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
Trying to, at this point, put the TBS title above the world title, even though the world title's on Toni Storm, and we all fucking love Toni Storm.
I got a fucking incredible fucking analogy here, so I want people to think, go, it's time for the soccer or the footy. So, it's like when AEW is like watching the Prem every week, right? So I'm watching the Premier League every week, and there's an announcer who absolutely is just, I guess I'll have to give him the fucking Arsenal. We'll go Liverpool. There we go. Everybody likes Liverpool, kind of. No, they don't. Fuck off. No, fuck it. We'll go Arsenal. So it's like everybody's giving all the praise to Arsenal. You know what I mean? They're the greatest thing. Look at all the money they spent. Look at this. Look at that. Blah, blah, blah. That's Toni Storm. And then there's this fucking commentator who's just like, yeah, but do you know what Wrexham's doing right now? And I love Wrexham to death. I do. But they're in a whole other division near the bottom right now, okay? So it's like, that's what you're trying to tell me. It's like, I don't give a shit about the TBS title, but you have to bring it and you have to put it in my face, even though I'm supposed to be watching an Arsenal game. What the fuck's going on? It's just, it's something needs, again, she either needs to start cheating to win or lose the fucking belt. Plain and simple.
Yeah, well, I mean, she just barely escaped with the belts at Forbidden Door with that sneaky little pin, but anyway. It didn't seem like the Mercedes and Alex were done with each other because they both showed disrespect to each other after the match and then just jumped on each other again. But then, to everybody's surprise, out comes Riho for another return.
Hooray!
She breaks up the bank statement, attacking Mercedes, and they later get made official for the TBS title at All Out.
Riho is TBS champ. Let's go.
At this point, any fucking body.
I'm just saying. I love Riho.
Yeah, she always gets a nice
She's so
reaction every time she returns. I don't know where she keeps going to, but she always has a nice reaction.
Yeah, seriously, where the fuck did you go, bro? Like, you were gone like a year.
But it's funny because every time she comes back, it's like, oh yeah, Riho.
Oh yeah, I forgot you worked here.
We all love Riho, but we keep forgetting you work here because you keep disappearing.
Yeah, no shit. Goodness gracious.
Mark Briscoe called out the Don Callis family and ends up in a match with Lance Archer. Bit of a messy finish with a sunset flip bomb off the top for a 2, but follows up with a froggy bomb for the win. Mark Briscoe obviously feuding with the Don Callis family and working his way through to get to Cal Fletcher.
Called fucking.
Well, sorry, Takeshita, I should say.
Takeshita. What the hell did he call Don Callis? A flaccid penis? I forgot what the fuck he called him, and I just laughed my ass off. It's like, fuck. He's. I don't. Maybe I'm the only one, and maybe some of the TSK can acknowledge it, or maybe even somebody who's been a little bit more Ring of Honor. He is slowly turning into Jay. Like his promos, his mannerisms, the way he dresses. He's slowly like going towards Jay, and I really like it. It just makes me feel weird because I'm just so used to the crazy Mark Briscoe and the conglomeration around. I got too used to the crazy.
Yeah. I kind of miss him in the group promos backstage, just making everybody crack up.
Yes. Fuck yes. I need those to come back.
Renee interviewed Chris and Harley backstage. Harley Cameron is just a treasure. About their newfound tag team success. Now they're trying to come up with a new tag team name. Harley, did she have a broken nose or something? She's been wearing this face protector.
Yeah, she broke her nose.
And she's kind of turned into a rat now or something.
I don't know what it is, but it's fucking hilarious.
But either way, Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir show up, and they seem to be trying to recruit Chris Statlander to the Death Riders, which please don't do it.
It's bad enough she's barely getting used. I don't need her in a faction where she's really not going to be fucking used.
No, and she's been flip-flopping between face and heel way too much.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just keep Chris as a face. I like this crazy relationship she's got with Harley Cameron.
Yes.
And we're probably going to end up with a match between Chris Statlander and Marina Shafir at some point.
Two crazies don't make it right, but it sure is entertaining.
Yeah, man. Wheeler and Claudio then head straight to the ring, and they are defeated by the newly crowned tag team champions, Brodito. Love Brodito.
Fucking love these guys.
And inevitably, once again, the Death Riders interfere after the match, but Darby shows up to fight off Mox.
He's fucking crazy. That's the only. I don't have any other words for Darby Allin anymore, other than he's a fucking lunatic. Jesus. This guy's like, I'm just drag fucking Gabe Kidd all up and down Philly. No big deal. I'm gonna stop, get a goddamn cheesesteak, whatever, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna kick some more ass. You're a fucking lunatic. Jesus.
I don't know if Cope was supposed to be in a match, but during his entrance, Adam Copeland gets jumped by FTR. Eventually, Christian Cage shows up and even things up, and we just get a big ass brawl. Dax gets busted open, and it takes a lot of people to split them up. It's gonna be I hope they had some kind of stipulation to the match in Toronto, because these guys just want to kill each other.
I was so fucking confused. Like, again, so I didn't watch the show. I went back, got to do the highlights, got to try to get something so I could be part of this in some way, shape, or form. So I'm not one of those shitty co-hosts. But I'm watching it, and I had to keep rewinding it because I'm like, was there supposed to happen something? Was something supposed to go down? Because Cope just gets jumped, and then it's a brawl. And I was just so fucking confused. Dead ass. I was just so confused. So I'm like, so we're having a match for why? It's like, because fucking Christian said your dad's dead? Or your mom, was it your dad dead, your mom dead? What? Oh, no, it was his mom. He was like, that bitch is dead. Yeah, that's right. I remember from last week. Shit got me still. But it's like, okay. Did we need all this? Was all this necessary? I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, Christian Cage is so good, he managed to get that over as a babyface.
He's the man. He's the greatest stepdad there's ever been.
As Cope said,
my dad's alive and he's my stepdad.
I did like that old Edge and Christian dynamic though, and Christian went to say the line, and Cope was just like, wait, no.
No.
But the crowd's chanting for it and booing him. He's like, okay, you're all a bunch of sickos. Go on.
I love when he talks to the crowd. You're all a bunch of sickos. No, the Edge and Christian dynamic is great. I need these guys to ramp it up. You know, we've talked about how bad the fucking tag division is. Talk about how bad the women's division is. Can't fix that right now, but maybe we can fix the tag division. Edge and Christian, one last time. I'll have him. I don't want his tag champs, at least not right now. I really love Brodito. So give Brodito a few months. And I mean this, please. Give him a few months. Bandito is outstanding. Brody King should absolutely be like next in line for TNT Championship. I need to see this guy in singles gold already. Like it has to happen.
Yeah. So I don't know who the hell Cope was supposed to be against, but we did have a mega multi-man main event as Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander, and those guys again, aka the Young Bucks.
I fucking love it. Those guys again. Question mark? The fucking shit broke me. I was all tuned into. I was like, okay, all right. We fucking watched the highlights, and then I was like, no, where's the entrance? So I was like, fuck this shit. Grabbed my phone, and I went on TikTok, and I was like, this week's Dynamite Bucks entrance. And sure shit, fucking top video. I was like, yes. And it says, these guys again? Question mark?
I don't know who's in charge of this whole thing that's going on with the Bucks, whether it's all the Bucks ideas or if somebody's in creative or whatever, but whoever it is having the time of their life.
Something tells me this is all Nick, and he's just in there like, hey, do this. And then I'm going to get out there and I'm going to be fucking pissed. And so he does it. Get our stuff right. And it just, because he's selling the fucking shit out of this. He's getting more mad than Matt is. I'm telling you, it's got to be Nick that's doing all this shit because it's fucking working.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's meant for. I understand, like, they're not EVPs, but, like, goddamn, you know, fuck, they did help build this company. They are. I'm not going to call them the founding fathers, but Jesus Christ.
I think one of the best bits was Justin Roberts being handed the card and reading it word for word for word.
Verbatim.
Because it was just, like, no fucks given.
Well, that's Matt's fault. Because Matt goes up to the dude, I want him to read this word for word. And so he does. Fucking dumb shits.
Oh, man. But they get the win over Hangman, Kenny Omega, and Jet Speed, as Kyle Fletcher is the one who gets the win, hitting Kevin Knight with a brainbuster. Really, really pushing Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
And
the absolute shit out of the kid.
Not only did he get the win in the match, but he then goes after the two big dogs in the match, hits Hangman with a brainbuster on a chair, and then Omega with a brainbuster off the apron through a table.
Through a table, kills him, gets him stretchered out. Maybe he's off TV. I'm hearing again, as the homie Beer says, it comes from Uncle Dave, so take it with a grain of salt. And I guess in my instance, a shot of tequila as well. Apparently, he's hurting already. You know what I mean? Kenny's been back. He's been going full bore, but he's hurt. You know what I mean? Which I know how hard Brock would go, and then how long he'd disappear. So, and Kenny is willing to go that extra mile. So if Kenny needs to go away for a bit, go away for a bit. That's fine. You know, I would like for maybe to either be replaced with Coda if Coda's ready to go. But then again, I also, beggars can't be choosers. So it is what it is. But Kyle Fletcher's is the absolute man. This guy is he's got superstar written on the front of his forehead.
Yeah.
And it ain't coming off. It's not coming off.
No, I don't know what's next for him. If he's just gone right after Hangman, gone right after Omega, he's TNT champion.
There is no ceiling for this kid. You know what? I've talked about this on the E-Stature for fucking eons at this point. The mid-card champion against the world champion as a cash-in and beating the world fucking champion. Have it be that fucking Kyle Fletcher has to relinquish the TNT championship because he beat Hangman Adam Page. You're welcome, TK.
Yeah.
You're welcome, TK. And it'll only cost you Anthony Robinson to Spurs.
Well, we don't know what's going on with MJF right now after he lost to Hangman. He wasn't even on the show this week. We had no MJF.
I love Maxwell so much. I don't even know what to do with him anymore. It's the same thing. Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm going to talk shit about these people. We're going to talk shit about each other. We're going to have a good match where I get my ass beat. Next. And it just... He is worth so much more. He is worth so much more. I'm not saying you need to go design a fucking championship for the cat. But, like, it's either he needs to be in a prominent spotlight or he doesn't need to be on TV, and it looks like that's why he's not on TV is because there's no spotlight for him.
Yeah, but I'm kind of hoping that's also to make us kind of take him out of our minds for a little bit because he does still have the contract as well. But if anything...
That's right, he was able to keep it.
He had a perfect opportunity to cash it in when Hangman got his brain busted on a chair.
He was dead. Hangman was dead, and MJF's like at home hanging out. Oh, fuck that.
Probably like, for fuck's sake. The 1 week I'm not there.
Right? So all of a sudden I'm on holiday, and this is what happens. Yeah, don't go on holiday.
So looking at All Out, what is booked for All Out right now? Because it's only a couple weeks away.
Yeah, say 2 weeks?
Yeah. Because we're doing double predictions for All Out and WrestlePalooza.
Double predictions. Got 3 so far.
Yeah, we got Cope and Cage versus FTR, Hurt Syndicate versus Gates of Agony, and Mercedes versus Riho. So nothing for Hangman or Kyle or anybody like that so far.
No, nothing yet. So give it some time. Let's see. This show is September 20th. Okay, so 3 weeks. About 3 weeks-ish. So it'll work out. I'm sure we'll get something. I'm sure Kyle Fletcher will get a match. Maybe we'll see Hangman in action. Who knows? But I do know one thing, that our next Max event is fast approaching. Summer's End comes your way in 2 weeks on September 18th. And it'll be, as we just spoke, double predictions with AEW's All Out and WWE's WrestlePalooza both on the same night, head-to-head. It's a lot of money in pay-per-views.
Yeah, well, kind of head-to-head. All Out's going to be on earlier. So I think they're just going to miss each other or just slightly clash over, but anyway, they're on the same night. 2 promo climax matches also run through that week at Summer's End. First of all, in Block A, Cypher will go one-on-one with Beer. It's clear that they're itching to face each other, and as we just heard during the break earlier, it may not stop at promo climax.
No, it won't, my man. As I said last week, up the Beer, I'm behind him. And in Block B, in 2 weeks, for the first time ever, AT Wrestling and Blade Rodriguez will cross paths. Is Blade sharp enough to cut AT Wrestlers 60-centimeter pythons? I think so.
Brother. We also have an open challenge for Ted P. Dinero's Knowledge Championship. He's already wiped out Dragon Club, knocked us all off the board. So who is going to step up to the current King of Trivia?
Goodness gracious. Are you afraid of Teddy P? I don't think I am. But one thing for sure, the Summer's End main event will be Death of the Gesture. The Max Wrestling World Champion, the Demoness, has offered a date with Destiny, and that is to kill the Jester.
put the women and children to bed. The theme song is a special rendition of the Foo Fighters classic Summer's End by your very own Captain's Revenge. For more information, as always, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
It is now time for our third and final visit down the promo climax train this week as old rivals face off each other one more time. It is the seventh encounter between them, as the Cap does not mind telling you he's 5-1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Captain. It's Chris Reid. It's promo climax 3.
Look familiar? Promo Climax is back. And for those of you that were around for the original Climax, you would know that there was a man in the tournament that wore a mask just like this. And unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Unfortunately, we went our separate ways. And we never recovered. And that's something that I have to live with now, knowing that he's no longer here. So consider this my promo climax tribute to the Butcher. As a matter of fact, this is B Block. Well, you know what the B stands for? Butcher. Welcome to the Butcher Block. And those of you that are new to the tournament, you should be fucking grateful that he's not in this tournament, because he would eat you alive. Speaking of being eaten alive, promo climax. Go on then. Go on, and who's my first opponent? It's Chris Reid. What? Chris Reid? Again? Chris, are you fucking... Hey Chris, how you doing, mate? You just can't keep away, can you? How many times do I need to put you down? Chris, at this point, me versus you, I feel like Raja Jackson, because I just keep pummeling you and pummeling you and pummeling you, and you're not getting up. It's over. You're already dead. Oh. Now, imagine my disappointment when I throw everyone's names into this generator to randomize all these matches, and the very first name that it pops out against me is a guy I've beaten 5 times already. In fact, it was the last guy I beat for this championship that I currently hold. Oh, Chris, you just can't keep away. Even in both of our first ventures into the promo climax. First time for both of us. Only difference is I was around for the first 2 promo climaxes, so I know how it all works. I know what it's all about. Whereas you are all brand new to this world. The other difference, of course, is you're a choke artist. Remember when I beat you for this Welsh North Carolina dual championship? You were so upset. You vowed that everyone would hear from you the following week. We'd all hear what you had to say, and you didn't say fuck all. You never heard from you. You disappeared. And then DC, you had a match with DC. Well, I say you had a match. DC emasculated you. And all for one. Number 1, you didn't show up. Number 2, you went up on Facebook all serious-faced and pissed off after the match. Said everyone was going to hear from you again. You were going to respond. And once again, you said fuck all. We didn't hear anything again, Chris. Now, I had so many high hopes for you, Chris. Speaking of disappointments, I had so many high hopes for you. When you and I faced each other the first couple of times, I thought you were going to be a future TV champion. Thought you were going to be a future knowledge champion, maybe a world champion. You were tag team champion by default. That doesn't count. I thought I was putting you over. Even if I was beating you, I thought I was bringing you some shine, bringing you some rub. I thought I was the John Cena to your Sami Zayn, but you turned out to be more like James Ellsworth. No matter how many times I prove I'm better than you, you won't go away. You're always there, trying to take everything that I have like a parasite. You are nothing but a self-absorbed, self-righteous, Jigglypuff-loving prick. Sorry, Chris, I forgot it's you I was talking to there. That was somebody else. But I want everyone to digest this, because in 11 weeks, I will be television champion again. I will get my baby back, even if I have to unify it with this piece of shit and leave everyone laying like the morning after a P. Diddy party. I was after a fucking climax.
You know, for 2 years, I've been trying to figure this game out. For 2 years of me being here in Max Wrestling, I've been trying to figure this out on what I have been doing wrong. I say I'm going to do this. I say I'm going to do that. But yet, not one of you sons of bitches still take me serious. You always see me as the guy. I ain't going to have to go through all that hell again, because you already know what happened to me. But that's the thing, though. I can't figure this out. I don't know why you guys think that I am playing around when in reality I'm not. I mean, I've been trying. When I say that I'm going to do something, I meant every word. But you guys, even though you guys are 100% aware that I'm going to do it, you still don't take me this serious. I mean, Daz, I know you sure as hell don't. You don't. I mean, hell, Daz. I mean, you decided to cut the overall promo, the overall time of the promo that I've done at All for One. Why? Because I fucking stutter. Because I stuttered. Now that's some bullshit. Now, yeah, sure, Moses is the one who said we had to cut his time down just a little bit. You stuttered at the beginning, you stuttered at the end. But we both know who's the actual editor of this show, Daz. And we're all looking at him right now. And Crimmins. Daniel fucking Crimmins. You had the audacity to sit there and call my accomplishment of winning the dual championship a participation trophy? Fuck you, Crimmins. Fuck you. Because yesterday, I said that I was going to unleash the beast. I said yesterday on the Max Wrestling Facebook group that I am going to unleash the beast, and I meant every word. And I am going to back that right up. The only way is, how am I going to unleash the beast? And then it hit me. Promo climax. So, consider this a warning to everybody that's in this tournament. I'm going to run shot through everybody in this tournament. And when I get done winning this whole thing, and I win the Max Wrestling Unified Championship, Demon Ass, you have something that I want. And that's the World Championship. So when I get done winning Promo Climax and I win the Max Wrestling Unified Championships, Demon S, I'm coming for you and that World Championship. Oh, and Crimmins, that promo you did about me at Promo Slam, you could take that promo and shove it up your ass. I'm not to be fucked with anymore. Let the destruction begin.
Bellend, you're a Bellend, mate. Look, Bellend 1, Bellend 2, big veiny Bellend over here.
I got a few names for the Bellend board this week.
Okay.
First off, WWE Shop for spoiling the spoiler that we already knew about but didn't really want to broadcast, and that is just being so blunt and going, oh yeah, AJ Lee's returning. Yeah, you dumb fucks. It's supposed to be a surprise. I mean, it's a horribly kept secret, but it's still supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah. Come on.
Dumbasses. You get 30 points.
Easy 30 points for them. Who else gets some fucking points, Ola? There was some. Who the fuck told us to give? Bear said somebody in the chat earlier.
Oh yeah, Chris sent something too.
Was it Rob Van Dam? No, Matt Riddle. What the fuck did Matt Riddle do? I'm trying to remember what Matt Riddle did.
Oh yeah, Matt Riddle. He no-showed a charity event in the UK. I think it was in Barnsley. Yeah, he no-showed the event, and then he went online. I think it was on Twitter. Basically just rambling with excuses like, oh, they booked me on a Thursday night flight for Sunday and refused to fix it. And there wasn't all these perks. There was no meet and greet and something else. So I don't really know what he was trying to say. He just kept coming up with excuses as to why he didn't come to the show, basically.
So you're shit. God, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. That's an easy 25er.
Yeah.
How do you fucking come on? Come on.
Like
we got something from Chris.
Yeah, I think this was about Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it out real quick. But is there anybody else you got?
While you're reading it, yes, Nikki Bella obviously needs some points for all those botches.
Holy shit, she does.
But you've been doing this like what, 13 years? So we'll go 15 points to Nikki Bella.
Hey, I like that. All right, let me. So ITR Wrestling on the social medias. Rhea Ripley
not
is
those
right.
Fuckers.
These have the Rhea Ripley is right. This has to stop. I'm gonna try to read this the best I can. It says, "Remember, we are people. Do not swarm me or anyone like a pack of rabid zombies. No one has ever been pushed against an Uber driver's door and completely mobbed like I just experienced. Use common courtesy. And if you don't know what that, something about if you don't know what that means, F off." And then Alan Barkov, the governor. Governor. All right, whatever. I respect you, Rhea, but part of being famous, it's a part of being famous. Goes with the territories. When fans stop mobbing you, then the popularity is over. Okay. I'm gonna didn't God, I'm blanking on her fucking name right now. Poor thing, and I'm fucking rude for it. Didn't we have an issue with a stalker breaking into somebody's house? One of the WWE women's
Oh,
superstars.
yeah, Sonya Deville.
Thank you, Sonya Deville. Um, so if you think you can just mob somebody and have that level of, because you're so famous, you're so popular, I have the right to do this. You got the right to get shot in the fucking balls. Like, plain and simple, fam. I'm gonna bring up a different fucking kind of scenario, but same old thing in a way. There was a concert back in the mid '90s, early '90s, by a lovely young lady by the name of Selena Quintanillas, and they played it in Mexico outside at a fair, and there was over 100,000 people at this fair. They wanted to get to her so badly that the stage ended up starting to collapse because they were pushing it and breaking the barriers underneath it. They rushed her off the stage, had to figure out how to calm everybody down before they could put her back on. Now, again, popularity is fantastic, but the safety of the person is more so that important, especially if they're a woman, and especially and more so over if they tell you to back the fuck up. I'm more than sure she would have been like, I'll sign this, I'll take a picture, whatever, but back the fuck up. That ain't fucking cool. So, what was the fucking governor? Just gonna call him the governor.
Yeah.
50 points. I hope you get backed up to a fucking Uber driver's tailpipe. Through your tailpipe.
No, yeah. Fame is a double-sided coin. Like, yeah, obviously, it does come with the territory that people are gonna want to take pictures with you and whatever when they see you out in public. But there's a line. There's a fine line. Like,
thank you. A fine line.
I don't care how famous somebody is. Personal space is still a thing. You can be excited to see somebody. You can ask for a picture. You can ask for a signature, whatever. But you don't pin somebody against a fucking car when they're just trying to get to the hotel.
I can hear John now. John Cena is one of the most humble motherfuckers out there. I see this guy doing video after video. Random folks. Oh, I appreciate you respecting my space. I'll totally be on your video. What do you want to ask? And but he fucking over the top. If you don't respect me, why should I respect you? Plain and fucking simple. We were raised that way. Have some fucking common sense.
Oh, yeah.
That's disgusting.
I love that video in the coffee shop. The scene is just like, I asked you respectfully to keep your distance. You didn't listen.
Yeah, and not being mean, not being an asshole. He's just stern and to the point. And then there's other videos where, like, you'll see dudes from afar, be like, hey, do you mind if I take a video of you? And he'll run up. Of course you can take a video of me. What are you doing? What's going on? Da, da, da. And it's like, this guy's filming a movie, and he's willing to, but again, it's that level of respect. It's crazy.
Hey. Sorry, Dwayne, but I think you need some points.
Dewey. Dewey.
So it now seems that The Rock wants to focus completely on movies. He's now an actor again. He's not interested in WWE. So apparently we may never see the final boss again. Which,
okay, sure.
Whatever. But again, this just goes back to don't start shit you can't finish.
Seriously. And I'm sure you're the one that helped push for this fucking bullshit thing with you, Travis Scott and John, just for it to fall like a fucking hot turd in the middle of the fucking street, and we're just supposed to move on. When your movies start flopping, don't come back.
Well, I mean, if you watch Unreal, apparently it was all Triple H's idea. Triple H and Bruce Pritchard, I think, came up with the whole idea. And they called Dwayne. And, you know, apparently Dwayne was like, yeah, I'm all on board. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Why didn't you just say, look, I'm going to be busy around the summer. I've got this movie, that movie. I probably can't commit to it fully. Maybe we should downplay my role or come up with a plan B. Well, the Smashing Machine is just coming out. I don't know if they finished filming the live-action Moana yet.
Oh, that's the other one. That, and then they're doing Fast whatever now.
Fast 28, what is, yeah. And
That's what it fucking
then
feels like.
he's just shown up really, really slim for another role. I don't know what the hell it's for. But, I mean, that really shocked people to see The Rock looking so slim. But I'm looking at it like, that's just like 2003 Rock. You're just used to seeing boulder-sized Rock.
Look. As a guy who's been newly addicted to going to the gym and trying to put on size and eating protein and taking the creatine and doing all that fun shit, I hate to break it to some of y'all. He's not natural. Okay? He's not. As much as you want to think he is, and I get it, he's not. So he got off of his cycle. He's back down to his normalish weight. He looks good. I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good. I was like, dude looked shredded. That's what I thought. I was like, he looked shredded.
No, like I say, he looked like 2003 Rock, where he was still pretty muscly, but not over the top where...
Not massive.
Not over the top where his shoulders are touching his earlobes.
I like that, though. Just walk around like a bigot. Don't fit through doorways and shit.
There was somebody. Oh, Coach. I'm going to give points to Jonathan Coachman because he goes out. This must have been over the weekend last week. Saying we're probably not going to see Lyra Valkyria on TV for a while. She got exposed in that feud with Becky, and it's obvious now that they want to keep her off TV. Boom! She shows up on Raw. Boom! She's still on the brink of a feud with Bayley. What the fuck are you talking about, Coach?
There was a reason he got fired from ESPN twice.
20 points.
Oh God, Coach is grasping at straws. Gotta give Roman some points.
Ooh.
You can't cut the sneakers, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can't cut the sneakers, man.
You need points for that, Roman. Sorry.
15 will do. It's not too much.
I don't care how much money you got, how many more pairs you can buy. You don't do that.
You don't do it, bud.
Same with whites, and you get a little bit of dirt on them. Nope, you gotta clean them. Get the scuff off.
Yeah. Come on, be an adult.
I don't think there's anything else for the Bell End board. Oh no, yeah, Kevin Nash needs points too.
Oh, shocking! I'm so shocked.
Nash seems to think that the business has passed Becky Lynch by, and now she's just grasping at coattails and straws to hang on to her fame and status.
He's confusing Becky with Nikki, right?
Right.
Like it sounds like you're talking about Nikki Bella, man.
I mean,
Not
yeah.
Becky Lynch.
Becky's prime was definitely right before she got pregnant, but
sure,
she's still good, and her character work is great right now. When she first came back, we were like, she's an awful heel. Nah, she's won us over.
But that's what happens. That's what happens. You're not gonna be liked at first. You're not gonna be loved at first, and then you're gonna catch your grooving. You're gonna catch your footing, and you're gonna move on. And she did, and she's doing great. And now she's in the faction with her hot American husband, and all this other fun shit. And I think it's good. But then again, we're talking about fucking Kevin Nash here. Kevin goddamn Nash. The same guy that thought to himself, we don't need these cruiserweights. The same fucking people that were keeping WCW afloat. We don't need these guys. Oh, let's let Hogan run this shit. Oh, yeah, let's let this fucking... I don't want to fucking believe or listen to half of what fucking Kevin Nash has to say. I want to hear the stories about him partying and shit. That's about it.
Yeah. So you get 15 points. You're now on 70.
You're an idiot.
And I think that might cover it for this week.
Easy bread.
All right. Off the top of my head, I got a couple of mine for the Bruv board. So let's move to the other side of the board, because this one we also check nice, and it's a lot nicer. It is the Bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv, brother.
Very top of the list. Very easy.
See, who could we give? I'm giving points to crazy lunatic Darby Allin.
Okay. just
Takes it
for
fucking
constantly
serious,
being a
man.
lunatic.
Drag another man with a body bag up and down. We'll give Darby 25. The fucking lunatic that he is.
Right. Easy top of the list for me. I gotta give 50 points to Paris for being such a phenomenal crowd. La 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 la.
Love Paris. Should go sometime.
Yeah. I mean, Paris, Leon was loud as fuck as well last year.
Hey.
So
yeah.
Will you stop moving out of the fucking type box? I'm trying to add points to the board.
France is where it's at.
Literally, I type one key and then it moves off the comment board.
I know. I've seen it doing it on this time. So what's going on?
Leave me alone. Just let me type.
So obviously the cursor doesn't like the French. Is what you're trying to tell me. Love this. Let's see. Who other points can we give out to? You know what? I know we just gave points for him cutting the laces, but I'm gonna give that same 15 points right back to Roman for getting his shoes back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it 20, 10 per pair. I really wanted to give him more Bell-In points for giving the shoes away, but whatever. We'll deal with that at a different day. So yeah, we'll do 20 for Roman for winning his shoes back, and
I'm gonna give CM Punk 1 point for every hit he took off Becky Lynch on Raw. So that's 45 points.
Oh yeah,
45 points.
Laid him up.
She smacked him 45 times, and he just stood there and took it.
Chung-Li with the fast hands and feet, just whooping his ass.
Oh man,
goodness. All right, who else can we? Even though he took out 2 mega stars, I'm giving 20 points to Kyle Fletcher. This kid, I don't think, I want to say he can do no wrong. I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's some wrong you can do, but right now he's hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's a man. Next big star in AEW, him and Takeshita.
Oh God! And they're going to be competing one with each other, and it'll be awesome.
So in response to the doofuses that swamped Mammy, we're not going to give her our weekly 10. We're going to give 60 points to Rhea Ripley.
Hey,
let's put her on a nice 250.
There it is. You want to know why? Because you guys are scum. That's why.
Yeah, you suck. This one I'm actually pretty excited about. Deonna Purrazzo and her husband Steve Macklin have got a podcast coming out. And it's nice to see her getting all social again. So let's dish out 20 points to Deonna Purrazzo.
Absolutely. Make it 25 because she appears. It looks like she's going to head to Ring of Honor and get some real work in again. It's about goddamn time.
Yeah. And 10 points to Alex Windsor for having to put Mercedes over.
Windsor. Yes, you put her over, not the other way around.
Well, we dished out points to Paris. I think we got to give points to AJ Styles because the reactions he gets in France are insane.
I don't want to say unworldly. They're well-rounded and definitely well warranted. So yeah, no, give AJ what 25.
I'll go 30. Put him on 60.
30. Hey, AJ looking good.
Anybody else for this week?
Trying to think. Gave Punk his points. AW was pretty. Yeah,
I got one more. I almost forgot about. Stephanie McMahon needs points. For pissing off ESPN.
I just pissed off ESPN.
Stephanie gives no fucks. So basically, I think this was on her podcast. Where they were talking about the ESPN deal and how it's $29.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And she was basically just encouraging people to get a VPN and just stream it on Netflix UK.
Oh yeah.
ESPN got pissed.
Beautiful. That's why she's forever the MILF.
Stephanie cares more about fan experience than profit.
Yeah, it's trust me, it's going to get outrageous paying for pay-per-views and PLEs here. So I'm definitely looking at NordVPN. Hell yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, we eating good with Netflix.
You're telling me, fam.
Oi. Yeah, I think that pretty much is it for this week. I'll do one last one. 10 points to Sami Zayn for getting your title. Good for you.
Hey, that's right. Yes, the new U.S. champ.
And then actually, no, one more just hit me. There's a clip going around of Raven with Matt Cardona and who was the other one he was with? I
wish I knew this clip now.
Kurt Hawkins.
God, I was gonna say Kurt Hawkins.
So I mean,
Brian Myers.
Brian Myers was it was so there's a clip going around with Raven, Kurt Hawkins, and Matt Cardona, and obviously Raven, he's in his 50s, 60s. He's getting there.
60s.
And I think he said himself he's definitely suffered some brain damage over the years and memory loss and whatnot. So he's sitting there with him, and he's going, who was the other guy that was in your group? And Brian Myers was like, what, Hornswoggle? He was just like a mascot. And Raven's like, no. There was a third guy. And they're like, what, Edge? I'm like, no, there was a guy. He did all the YouTube videos, and he got over in New York, and they wouldn't push him. And then Matt Cardona's like sat right next to him, and he goes, that was me. God love Raven.
I have to see this clip now. God, I need to see this shit. This sounds guts.
And Raven just goes, that was you? Well, it shows how much I watch.
Hey, that's the truth.
So, just for being so down to earth and unintentionally funny, I gotta give 20 points to Raven.
He's the man. I love Raven. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah, it's such a shame too that he's suffered so much from all the head trauma, because he used to have a massive IQ. I think he was in the 140s or something.
Yeah, he
well,
was
maybe he still does.
Brilliant man. Too bad.
Genius Raven was, and completely underutilized in WWE.
You're telling me? Oh my God, loved Raven in WCW.
Oof. All right, so that is it. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you all. And before we close this up, let's find out what's in store for the TSK with Click Talk.
Hey. All right, to hop right on into it, the boys dropped it late. It dropped on a Tuesday, just not the Tuesday we were hoping to drop it on. But finally, our review of Forbidden Door is up. It's up on the TSK's channel. Kicking it it's TSK All MF and Day. So not MF. You know what I'm saying? It's link in the description. Don't trip about it. Check it out. It was fun. We pretty much, I hate saying that I regurgitate what I'd say on here, but it's pretty much what ends up happening. We have a little bit more fun. We have a lot more DC negativity. Go check it out. On top of that, everything else, until I figure out a better schedule, is on pause. The TSK will try to continue on with pay-per-view reviews. The fact of the matter is, as a dad, as you can see, that we love sports in this house. And this year, not only is my son finally getting a little bit more competitive with soccer, the footy life as we have it, but he's also playing a little baseball. So our weekends are completely shot. My weekdays are basically shot. I'm coaching 2 sports, and I didn't realize I can coach 2 sports, but I'm doing it. It's fun. If we do drop a random footy episode, it might just be about youth soccer, but you never know what's going to go down. So, of course, you guys have to check it out. Like I said, I am trying to get a hold of other guys like Beer. I know Beer wants to talk some footy. I know Corey's fucking chomping at the bit. Another man that fell in love with the sport late, but I love it. So if anything does happen, you guys will be the first to hear about it. Why? Because you're following us on all the beautiful socials. You're following us on the evil Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Podnet, and, of course, Max Football Pod. Go ahead and check out the beautifully done website where you can find all this, links, and a whole bunch more. MaxWrestlingNet.weebly.com. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button. Start right here on the YouTubes. Then head on over to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the other fun social medias, including TikTok. Facebook is where we host After Max. being on Aftermax allows you to vote in promo Climax 3. Be a part of the voting, and maybe next year you could be, excuse me, a part of promo Climax 4. Oh, my goodness.
Minus the sneezing.
Minus the sneezing. I don't know, it might work in your promo.
Cypher has also promised there will be a special guest on Aftermax this week, so make sure you head right to it after this show. That is it for now. We will see you next week for Promo Climax Week 3. And your matches next week are as follows. 2 Dragons are in action next week. First up in Block A, the Phoenix goes one-on-one for the first time ever with the best laugh in the business, Rodney Slabovich. And in Block B, for only the second time in history and 4 years in the making, it is myself and Robert Davis, one-on-one.
And a bang.
Speaking of bangs, goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang.
Am I going to answer another open challenge? Guess we'll just have to find out next week.
Whoa, what the fuck I gotta do against Crazy Eyes?